14 years ago, the KPO partners BG Group, E&I, Chevron and Lukoil set out to develop the vast reserves of the giant Karachaganak oil and gas condensate field. Since then, the partners have invested $16 billion in the project and have applied industry-leading hydrocarbon technology to one of the world's most complex reservoirs. KPO investment is not just limited to the development of the field. Karachaganak also means forming long-term, durable partnerships with local businesses aimed at sustainable economic development of the Western Kazakhstan region and the country as a whole.
KPO fully supports the ROK government initiative to maximize the involvement of Kazakh companies in big investment projects and work in close cooperation with the authorities to achieve this goal. Local supplier capacities, building through sustainable development and skill transfer are central to the way we work. KPO assists the development of local contractors through a wide range of initiatives to ensure that they meet international standards required in the oil and gas industry, especially in the field of HSE. Karachaganak was one of the first ventures in Kazakhstan to implement a vendor development initiative. Today, over 3,000 vendors are registered in our supplier database. Last year, KPO concluded the contract amounting to more than $530 million with about 300 local companies for the provision of goods, work and services. And since the beginning of the PSA in 1997, the local content level in all contracts assigned by KPO has exceeded the amount of $3.5 billion.
Development of local capacity broadens and deepens the economic foundation of KPO's business and encourages supplier competitiveness in the Western Kazakhstan region. While this approach is driven by the need to improve logistics, secure quality goods and services, and reduce costs, it also has important socio-economic dimensions. The benefits of a diversified and competitive supplier base extend well beyond the reach of Karachaganak and deliver long-term benefits to the local and regional economies.
We believe that enhancing the use of locally sourced goods and services and developing local capabilities is not only important for sound and efficient business practices, but it will also bring many more far-reaching benefits to both the regional and national economies. KPO actively promotes vendor development through a range of initiatives like assisting local businesses in developing their key staff through international qualifications in environment, quality, health and safety, finance, project management, technical standards and workshops. KPO benefits from development of local companies as this creates a sustainable business environment, delivering direct benefits to all local suppliers. Moreover, KPO implements a number of projects supporting the localization of manufacturing of spare parts and equipment demanded by the Karachaganak field. Such projects are aimed to stimulate cooperation between foreign and local manufacturers, ensure opportunities for local companies' development, and transfer of best available technologies into the ROK industrial sector.
KPO regularly holds meetings and workshops with local vendors to address specific areas of concern and maintain long-term relationships with local business throughout the life cycle of the project. Through these workshops, KPO suppliers and local vendors achieve a better understanding of companies' activity, which represents a key driver for enhanced business cooperation. In order to maximize the involvement of local vendors in the development of the Karachaganak field, KPO also regularly provides information on the company's procurement needs so that Kazakh companies have an opportunity to prepare thoroughly for tenders.
We
have an opportunity to build on the already strong relationships we have developed with local suppliers and contractors. While KPO has an important role to play in local content development, suppliers need to work with us and our contractors to ensure that they can deliver to specified standards, do it safely, on time and at the right price. Oil and gas projects create an opportunity for local economic development, providing an environment that enables local companies to become competitive through adopting world best business practices and technologies that can be applied beyond the oil and gas sector. Requirements on local content also extend to KPO's main international contractors. They are encouraged to involve local subcontractors, share their experiences, assist in developing local staff and engage in technology transfer.
The players of the oil and gas industry in Kazakhstan experience similar issues in the interaction with the local market. Major oil and gas field operators have been cooperating in the various areas in order to maximize local content development. One of the successful areas of cooperation has been hosting of joint forums with suppliers in an endeavor to contribute to the continued development of the national market for the production of goods and services demanded by the oil and gas sector, and to encourage inward capital investment and technology transfer. The first joint event was focused on the ROK machine building sector and was held in Atyrau in October 2008, involving about 100 companies, including dozens of local suppliers and international manufacturers of oil and gas equipment from more than 10 countries. A forum on oil and gas chemical supply was held in Astana in May 2009 and involved about 50 local and international suppliers and manufacturers and state regulatory bodies and other commercial organisations, while the final forum was on waste management and utilisation, which was held in May 2010 in Atyrau and brought together some 250 Kazakhstani and international experts. There are many examples of successful cooperation between KPO and Kazakh companies. An international company, Nalco, supplies chemicals that are used in production processes at KPO's facilities. Most of the chemicals used by Nalco are supplied by Urals-based contractor Topan LLP. Karachaganak processing complex requires bulk quantities of caustic soda at 14 and 47% concentration, and also sulfuric acid at 50 and 93% concentration for specific process systems within the facility. As holder of the chemical supply and support services contract with KPO, Nalco is responsible for the provision of these chemicals, which is achieved via a subcontract agreement with Topan, which has also become the first Kazakh company to supply chemicals to KPO.
Initially, we used to supply small quantities of chemicals, but the KPO demand has now increased substantially and our business is gradually growing. Our partnership demonstrates how successful work under the subcontract agreement can be. We have gained a lot of experience working for KPO. Thanks to funding from KPO, we have obtained international certification, such as ISO 9001, ISO 14001, and OSAS 18001. We aim to raise the quality of our products and services further, with all the demands that KPO make on us for good quality and delivery. Thanks to KPO, we have learned how to work to international standards, and this has helped us in attracting other business, aside from KPO.
Urals-based company Avencom specialises in providing engineering solutions for complex multi-vendor systems. They are a major KPO contractor in the field of information technology, telecommunications, climate control and security systems, where they have provided integrated solutions. One of the recent projects implemented by Avencom for KPO is the supply and installation of a telecommunications system for the Train4 project at Karachaganak Processing Complex.
Мы успешно работаем с компанией KPO на протяжении 13 лет.
We have been cooperating with KPO for 13 years now. The share of KPO orders in our portfolio made up around 67% last year. Thanks to the support we received from KPO, we have been able to successfully implement the international OSAS 18001 standard, in addition to the existing ISO 9001 and ISO 14001 accreditations. Through our cooperation with KPO, we have established partnership with European companies such as ABB and Optilan. In addition, we have concluded new contracts with companies that are taking part in the development of Kashagan and Tengiz fields and other projects within the ROK oil and gas sector.
KPO is also committed to the development of social infrastructure projects within the Western Kazakhstan region. Some $20 million annually is utilised for health, education, culture and sporting facilities. A number of new schools and kindergartens have been constructed in the last decade, as well as hospitals, roads and public utilities. These social projects have been implemented using Kazakh companies and vendors. KPO is currently completing the Urals gas pipeline, which will ensure stable supply of natural gas to Uralsk and about 150 rural settlements situated on the left bank of the Ural River along the way between Karachaganak field and Uralsk city. The supply of environmentally friendly fuel to the region will encourage further industrial growth and expansion of the region's economic potential. In recognition of the company's involvement in developing local infrastructure, KPO received the Gold Periz Award from the President of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev. In 2008, a study conducted by two independent institutes, Oxford Economics based in the UK and the Institute for Economic Strategies based in Kazakhstan, revealed that the combined direct, indirect and induced contribution of KPO's operations to the Kazakhstan economy since 1997 had reached $4.2 billion in 2007. This amounts to 4% of the gross domestic product and underpins 137,000 jobs. KPO is currently carrying out assessments for the next phase of development of the Karachaganak field. This has the potential to create new local jobs and provide significant opportunities for the local providers of goods and services. The vast resources of the Karachaganak field will undoubtedly contribute to the long-term development of the Western Kazakhstan region and Kazakhstan as a whole. KPO remains committed to a sustainable future and as a responsible corporate entity is working to achieve enduring success for the benefit of both the contracting companies and the Republic of Kazakhstan.